morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this beautiful planet called Earth. Our beautiful planet. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I'm going to apologise for not being on doing videos lately, but I've been ill. I'm just getting over a bad bout of a chest infection. So you might hear me a wee bit croaky. I'm about, I would say I'm 98%. You know, I've taken all my antibiotics and did all the right things, you know, but yeah, I'm getting there. I've had a cold for a few weeks and it's just went into my chest where I've got a weakness anyway, you know. But anyway, I'm back on and I do hope in the next couple of weeks that we'll have Kerry back with us also. But we'll have to wait and see. You know, so how have you been and what have you been up to, you lot out there and this wonderful earth plane of ours? What have you been up to? Well, you'll notice I'm wearing my Poppy brooch, you know, because well, this is again the week of, you know, we're November again, so we're into the week of Remembrance and that. But I found it something very interesting, this, Ken. You know, when you flick through the channels, you kind of do things, because, well, I couldn't get my head off the pillow for a while, so, you know, I had to, again, I was kind of watching the telly and catching up on a few things, but I found it an interesting thing. You see, I'm wearing pearls as well. Now, believe it or not, that and that goes together. Now, I didn't realise this. But actually, back in the First World War, people, ladies that had money and all the rest of it, were a bit wealthy and had pearls, was asked to donate one pearl. So, towards the, I think if you got the war fund or helping the soldiers, you know, back then. And then they were auctioned, you know, and they were put into different sets and were auctioned, you know, made into different necklaces and things. I found this so interesting. You know, I always thought it was the poppy, but really the beginning of the charities for the war veterans and that was pearls. You know? So it got me thinking, you know. So I haven't been, maybe I've been ill, but the brain matter has been working. But it got me thinking about different things that we look at and represents things through our lives, you know. There'll be something in your life that you'll wear at a certain time of the year, or you'll take out at a certain time of the year. You can, it maybe reminds you on somebody, or it represents something part of your life, you know. You know, there's so many different ways to represent things in life, and I find it so interesting, you know. Because my sister used to always say to me, pearls bring tears. And I love pearls. I love all kinds of pearls, all different kinds of pearls, but of course the traditional white and that, you know. And I love them, absolutely love them. And but I don't believe in things like that. I think it's how you feel about a meaning of something. It's all a personal choice, you know, on how you react with pearls or different items in your life. You know, because, you know, I'll ask questions again during my development class, you know, to think about it, especially when we're doing psychometry, you know. And one of the questions I'll maybe ask is what's my favourite crystal or gemstone, you know? Now, a lot of people will come out with green, but remember when I ken the name of it, but they'll come out with green. Well, okay, emeralds, I love emeralds. Green's my favourite colour, you see. You wouldn't think it at the times. I didn't wear a lot of green, but green is my favourite colour. And but you can Or they'll think it's going to be amethyst because of my spiritual side. You know? Which, I love amethyst. I like it. But I don't think I've got a standout favourite. And I think it takes it to the moment. You know, you'll know what I mean by that. And there's a moment in time, it's something like a favourite colour, isn't it? You know, like when I was younger, blues, I'd everything blues. But now I'm older, I'm changing into greens, you know. I've been greens for a long time, right enough. But then I've been attracted to pink. You know? Well, green and pink, if you're going to do the chakra side, that's better the heart side. You know, that they're connected to the heart. And yeah, and I think that's a lot to do with me at the moment, is the heart side. But I'll get back to what I was talking about in a minute, about the representing things through the years. But it's all put down. Ken, it's all passed through the generation. You know, I think that's why I like antiques and everything, you know. And this is where I found out about the pearls. I was watching an antique show to watch, you know. And I was fascinated. You know, because the amount of people have got different sayings for different things and different meanings for different things. It's, wow. But anyway, it's what resonates with you. You know, it really does what resonates with you. But, you know, sometimes, you know, it's when something happens and you've got to mark that time in your life, it's what do you mark things with, you know? So, of course, everybody knows the poppy. Yeah. As I say, I never knew nothing about the pearl connection. But everybody knows about the poppies, you know. And seemingly it's 100 years since selling poppies, you know. For, the same way as it was the pearls, I suppose, you know. It's 100 years. But everybody resonates, you know. I used to get excited when I was a wee one. Because at them days you used to get somebody coming round the doors and selling the poppies at the house. Oh, I used to love it. Ken would go with my mum to the door and she would say how many poppies she would want and she would put some, and I got to put the coins in the box. Ken, that was so exciting. Yeah. But you know, I know, Ken, I don't reckon how other countries really do a lot of things. Ken, we all do our own thing on in November, like, you know, for Remembrance. But, you know, Remembrance Sunday and that was a big thing in my family. And I didn't realise what it was until one day my mum said to me, because I was watching, and it was a Saturday night when they did the live Albert Hall in London. And I noticed my mum getting very emotional and asked her if she was all right. And she just says, you know, it brings back memories. And I didn't understand what she meant until she told us about a member of the family. You know, that she had a cousin that was killed in action. And different things like that, you know. And it got me to think, you know, you didn't always realise, somebody keeps things and someone triggers it off and all that, you know. So yeah, I do. Personally, I didn't really know many people that's passed away in action. But my heart goes out to all the families that's left with that one. You know, and I'm such a big softie that I will cry, you know, and I will cry. So when Remembrance Sunday comes on, I always have my time, you know, and especially on the actual 11th of the month, I do put out lovely thoughts. 11, 11, 11, you know. Okay. And I mean in time there. So, and on the 11th month, the 11th day, 11 minutes past 11 a.m, that's when I put out big thoughts. It's a big meaning in spiritual time, that time. You know, having all the 11s. So, or all the ones, whatever way you want to put it. And I didn't just only remember can put my loving thoughts for those that have fallen in the action, no matter what war it was, when it was. I also think about the people that's left behind. Those that have got the injuries and you know, and those that are left behind with what's going on in our minds and everything. There's a lot to do with remembrance, and not just in wartime and that. It's your own personal things as well. There's always something that triggers a memory, you know, and memories are important. And I do believe in keeping memories alive. Especially pass it down to the next generation. Especially passing on them family memories. There's some things we just want to keep close into our heart, isn't there? And so close into our heart that we didn't want to tell anybody. But that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's how you feel and it's how you want to deal with things. I just find that people react in different ways, and that's a personal thing. And I believe in giving everybody their space and in their time to deal with what it is. You know? November's a busy month. This morning when I was out doing my school crossing patrol, I was thinking about being, and now we're in November, and God, we've got to, well, obviously there's Thanksgiving coming up for all you lot over the pond and that, and I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving when it comes. But you've started the run up for Christmas. Well, you know, the different religions, it doesn't celebrate the Christmas, but they've got their own religions, their own way of celebrating things. But it's all memories, isn't it? And it's all passed down. How you react, how you deal with Christmas, how you deal with the things in your life. Now, I always anybody that really kens me, I like a little plan. I didn't usually go doing, I'm not one for going too far in front of myself. Because fate changes everything, doesn't it? And I think we've talked about this before, but fate does change things. And it's sad, you know, that fate does that. You know, like last year, well, what happened last November, last December, you know, nothing was celebrated. We didn't get to do our normal ways of celebrating things. And it was sad. But you kids, again, it made me stop and think. You see, I'm one of these persons that are very good at, I've got my little plans. But somebody will come up and say, oh, Gladys, could you do this? Could you do that? And, aye, okay. Sometimes I can't say no. Then in my heart is like, I really wanted to do such and such. I really wanted to do this time. You know, and sometimes the universe is very clever and it'll work in its way that you get that wish. And isn't that fun when it happens? You know, my eldest is coming up to 40 and I will be going down for his 40th, down to Edinburgh. You know, and I'm so looking forward to that. But my life, I have to make choices of what I want to do. And last year I should have been in Edinburgh for Christmas, but okay for him then. So I never got. And I was my grandchildren was really, really upset. And one of them wouldn't even talk to me for a few weeks. So you're on it. And that made me feel bad. And I've always said to myself, was that a lesson there? Didn't he make plans? Or they put him in stone kind of thing? Because that plan last year was definitely kind of done and written in stone in a way. So this year, I've changed things a wee bit. But I'm definitely going for my son's 40. So I had to make a choice. Did I go to Edinburgh for his birthday? Or do I go to Edinburgh for Christmas? I can't afford to do the two. It's all the running, you see. Plus, I've got my 2 dogs, and I kind of keep it. I was asking people to look after my dogs. So can I add all this to think about? And I spoke to my daughter-in-law and we had a chat about it. And I says, you see, I've got to make a choice. Birthday or Christmas. And and I knew in my heart of heart what I wanted to do, but I thought, this could upset a few people, but I'm going to go for it anyway. So I says I'd really want to be for his birthday. To me, that's more important than the Christmas. And she kent what I was getting at. So I am. Plans are, now for Christmas. I did say to her, well, you can come up to me, But I don't know. It all depends on my son's work and everything, you see. But I'll wait and see. Hopefully I'll know by the end of maybe this week what's happening there. But celebrating, everybody says, oh, you've got to be with family over Christmas. You've got to do this, you've got to do that. Do you? Huh? You should be doing what you want to do. So I've got 2 plans for Christmas. And that's me talking, I didn't make plans, but they're no set in stone. They can change at any time. One of them is my family in Edinburgh coming up. Or 2, just Buster and me on Christmas Day. A fancy new pair of jammies. Doing what I want to do. Eat when I want to eat. Drink when I want to drink. Watch all the silliest things on telly. And everybody says, but you didn't watch that at Christmas. This is what you should be watching at Christmas. But it'll all come back to this. Remembrance. No matter what I do at Christmas. And it's the same with birthdays as well. Of those that have passed and everything. I will always, when I waken up, first thing in the morning, I never think about myself. First thing I think about is those in spirit. And I'll go, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday. It's remembering them. So the poppy can be a remembrance for lots of different things. And so can you, now I know what what perils can mean as well. But what I'm saying here is, whatever it is you do, and I do these things, it is what I do, and it is remembrance, and it's different things. But on Christmas, I always, first thing in the morning, wish my family and friends in spirit a happy day, and I hope they enjoy themselves. And then when I sit down with a drammy, I always raise a glass. I maybe want to say nothing, but I think it to them. And I'll maybe tune in and I'll hear them clicking their glasses back to me or whatever. There's so many things out there that remember us about different things. A song. Somebody just saying something will click something. A film. Or just something watching and it just clicks a memory. I always feel Christmas and December are very much months of remembrance in different levels for different people, So whatever you're doing in this month in November, I wish you happy remembrance. I know that's a funny thing to say. But there's a lot of people do remember at this time of the year. And there's no harm in it whenever you do it. We've got 12 months of the year. It doesn't have to be November and December. But you'll find that that's when a lot of things happen. It's funny, isn't it? We all get into this routine. A routine that's been passed down. And you know, I've got a wee lump in my throat as I'm saying that because, yeah, I've had things passed down and I do them. And I think it's automatic, you know. Because my mum and my dad, they had their thing on this time of the year that they would do, and I've just followed suit because I've watched them do it. And that's how we learn things, don't we? We watch our parents or our elders and how they do things. And maybe you didn't believe in it, or you can, but you often do it just because it was their thing. And there's nae harm in it. Really, there's nae. But, and I'm going to leave it on this, it's a great thing to mark your own new traditions, isn't it? Because as generations go on, things will fade. Well, I suppose we're lucky in this generation. We've got videos and we've got that way of looking at things, not just photographs. We can. So yeah, I suppose that'll keep things going a lot longer with films and everything for the next generations. But I'm not going to change a lot of things. Maybe just one or two. But as I just said a wee minute ago, you know, whatever it is you're celebrating this next wee while, with the traditional things that we do between November and December, yeah, with different religions and different things that we do. I wish every one of you a happy time doing it. And whatever it is you have to remember, you know, you don't have to speak about it. Because it comes from your heart anyway. Just the shape of this, you know. That's my heart of poppies. Now I'm going to leave it there. Until the next time. Love and light to you all. Wherever you are on this beautiful planet of ours. And until the next time, please subscribe. Tell your family and friends about this. You know. And please ring a bell. You know, ring that bell. Ding dong. Ring that bell. Until the next time, folks. I'll be seeing yous. Bye-bye.